loves, welcome back to my channel. And today we're just gonna sit and talk because really yeah, nothing has really came up like so I just said, well, we'll just turn on the camera and we'll just talk. What I've noticed like during the week that I basically been trying to just, not trying, but just going with the flow. Basically, there's times where I have an online shop, and sometimes, you know, there's times where I'm working and it's just like creativity is just flowing. And when it does, I mean, I literally like will do like 15 different designs, 15 or 20, you know, at a time. And I just keep going because I know that there'll be times like now. Sometimes I'll just sit in front of the computer and I even maybe have an idea or designs that I need to finish or something to upload, but it's just not there. It's just like, yeah, there's no zeal there. And when I get to that space where, that just lets me know I just need to spend more time with myself. Sometimes I'll just turn off the computer, just step back, to go for a walk or a silent sit, and that's what I've been pretty much doing. I mean, I did a couple of designs, but not many, and I just been pretty much silent sitting with myself, and that's been giving me so much of what I rejuvenation, I guess, or renewing of the mind, or renewing of the heart, or just staying in the present moment. It just feels like that's what's needed right now, you know, is that. And so, yeah, that's what I pretty much want to talk about, that sometimes we get frustrated because we think that things are supposed to go a certain way, and when it doesn't, it causes suffering. But in those moments, really, it's okay to do nothing sometimes. Sometimes it's okay just to let go and or step away from whatever the task at hand. Whatever there's something in your mind that's saying you need to get this done, you know, or you don't feel productive if you feel like you're not doing enough, or, you know, just sit back. You know, that these are times to really listen to your intuitive nature, connect with the source, stay present. You know, just be, basically. Sometimes it's nothing that you really need to do. It's okay to just be, and stay in the present moment, and just to relax and allow the quietness. And even if it's not quiet, just be okay with whatever there is today, because there may be times where, you know, you're at a stage basically where it's not quiet, and that's okay too. Try not to get frustrated or be too hard with yourself. Those times, just do nothing and just be confident in knowing that your true being will shine. It'll shine forth in due time. You know, there's always stages, I mean, and challenges when recognizing, you know, your true nature. And there will be times where you get frustrated and you feel like giving up, and, you know, you think something's wrong because you feel like, you know, there's chaos when there shouldn't be, whether it's just in your mind. The mind is constantly chattering, and you're doing all these things, you know, and you feel like you're at a moment where, you know, it's it just feels like an uphill battle. Well, those are the times where you just let go, because it really probably that we're doing too much. Sometimes we could try to control, you know, the process. And when we get in the habits of controlling, then that brings in a lot of, I have to do this, I have to do this meditation, I have to do that meditation, I have to read this book, I have to, you know, go here, go to the Himalayas. And, you know, it's a lot of doing, you know, to try to purge. And it seems like that your true nature is, instead of getting closer, is further away sometimes. These are the times to just let go and let it be and be okay, and just know that your being knows what it needs in order to, you know, shine. And it will, you know, it's a process, and it's a recognition. And as long as we think there's doing that we have to do, you know, it could be elusive. You know, at that time, just trust that in due time that it, you know, you will blossom like the flower that you are, and the moment will come where you know, are in recognition of yourself, because it hasn't went anywhere. You know, it's the mind that tells us, oh, it's not here. Oh, you know, I'm getting all this suffering, this mental turmoil. I keep going. It seems like the more I push, you know, it pulls, or, you know, all of that. It'll tell you, oh, well, you have to do this, or you have to do that. It's not true. You don't have to do anything, really. Your heart knows. You've already accepted. You've already, you know, recognized that it's more to this than the chatter of the mind. You already recognize that your mind isn't you. You've already recognized that this body is not you. You've already recognized that fear is not you, and control is not you, and emotions are not you. You've already had that recognition. So just trust the process. And sometimes it does. I know that when I was going through different stages of unveiling that true nature, I did have times where I felt like, okay, I'm just, you know, it's just too much, you know. And that was another thought. That was still a thought, you know. And I decided not to believe that thought. You know, it got to a point where, you know, I heard it, and then I felt the emotions. Then I decided, no, can't believe that, because I had moments of that rest, you know, and that peace. And so I knew that that my true nature was not chaos and suffering, mind suffering from the mind. And so, yeah, don't worry. Just like anything else, accept the moment, and with gratitude in your heart, keep your heart open, and know that everything's going to work out just the way it's supposed to, because it's already pretty much predetermined. Once you said that once there was a pull in your heart, your being was yearning to return home, the journey was already done. So you're already here, really. You're already here. You could just, you know, give yourself reassurance of knowing I'm here already. Whether there's a recognition of myself, I'm here. You know, I'm here already. There's nothing missing. There's nothing lost. I don't have to find anything. There's nothing to do to get it. You know, it's all here. And before you know it, that unveiling, you know, especially if your mind is not constantly obsessing about it, it tends to, the unveiling happens so naturally then at that moment where you're not constantly, you know, obsessing over it. Because then that's ego also too, you know, to obsess over all this freedom, you know. I had moments where when I was coming into recognition of myself, where that's what I did. I was just obsessing. Then finally, you know, you get tired of that kind of obsessing, suffering, and just let go. Because you realize that, yeah, that's the mind thing too. You know, ego come in, you know, it'll play like it's, you know, searching. Also, you know, so once you recognize that's the game that's being played, you just let go of that too. So I just want to give you a little encouragement. And like I said, there was nothing that really came up. And I knew that tomorrow I have a lot of duties that I've planned that I'm going to be doing. Well, I'm starting tonight, really, after this. And so I said, well, I don't know if I'm going to have time to do a video, but I didn't want to just leave it, because normally early morning is when I tend to have things just, you know, start coming up, and then I just turn on the camera and then that's it. But today it was a little bit different because it was a busy day. It was a work day. So I'm actually doing this video on a Friday, and I usually release them on Saturday. And so, yeah, I didn't want to leave it anyway. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Remember that you are beautiful, and I love you. Bye.